And good morning, people. Welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. We have secured our infiltration route. We know where the treasure is. We know how we're getting it. Things are a bit hazy on how we're actually getting out at the moment, but we're likely going to take things as they come. Let's actually get this treasure stolen. So what comes next? Well, we've got to send a calling card. But other than that, we are done in Madarame's palace. As you can probably see by my SP levels down the bottom, yeah, my levels have changed slightly. Main character is level 21. Yuji level 20, Morgana level 19, Arn level 20, Yusuke level 20. Oh, sorry, level 19. Skill wise, not really too much has changed. Ryuji doesn't get his until the next level. Morgana has got Palimpa to be able to confuse people. Carmen's still way off of Aguilar. But I think the most important one is Vicious Strike on Garmon. Medium physical damage to all foes. It's really expensive on his health. But it is probably one of his most important skills right now, and one of the ones I was aiming for. He's only a few hit points, a few experience away from Mabufu, which would be nice, but it's not necessary. So, let's get out of here, shall we? Of course. The twins aren't making us leave right away, though.
We've much to discuss.
Because they've got something for us.
Inmate. Our master admires the progress of your rehabilitation, and hence has given you use of a special ritual. It's the electric chair, used to sacrifice personas and transmutate them into high-level items. Any further questions regarding this ritual can be directed toward our master himself. He's apparently gonna consider making even more rituals if your rehabilitation goes as planned. Work hard for it, inmate.
So the electric chair. I am actually going to make use of it and show it today. So, we will do that. I need to sort out my personas, though.
Justine, you handle this. Registration?
First up, registration.
Are you sure?
Yep. Really, this is a bad time for it, because we haven't actually finished the palace yet. But to be honest, I don't think that it really matters, because what's coming next isn't actually going to be too much of a problem, strangely enough, as long as it goes like it did in my play ahead. So,
The inmate needs our... Let's execute him! Fusion.
So these are all my personas right now. You're fairly useful as is. I'm really torn on deciding if I do this now or I do this after I've finished the palace. You could still be useful with Miragi. Kaguya has a few things as well. Yeah, we're actually going to wait on this. We're going to do this after the palace is over, because I'm not talking into any confidants until that anyway. So yeah, I will. No, yeah. Electric chair, itemize personas. Let's at least see the explanation.
Reborn anew.
So, lets you sacrifice personas and transmute them into high-level items. You will lose the persona, but you get useful things like weapons, accessories, skill cards. And they will record the transmutation result for each persona in the registry. Each time we make a sacrifice, you need a special material with the potential for transmutation. Probably have no idea what it is. We've actually got a few of the items in our hands or in our inventory. I didn't actually remember what they were for, and I still don't remember exactly if I used them the last time, so that might be why I don't remember them. But we have had them since the very start. A few of them were downloadable content, but we did get a few just in normal pickups. The Black Kogatana. That weapon itself isn't really that good. It isn't. Because it's actually for something completely different. Skill cards.
A skill card, huh?
Don't need any material, you just need to sacrifice the persona. Oh, sorry, yes it does. It needs blank cards. It's got the material right there. Look at it. So, you change a blank card into a skill card. Suzuka will turn into the Atom Ring.
It appears it will become something protective.
Which you acquire the Black Rock. We've picked up a few along the way, and again, got a load from the DLC. So I could just sacrifice everyone and be done with it, and then buy everything again. Nah. Kaguya and Matador will transform into
I guess it'll give you some protection.
armor equipment and use black robes. And finally, Amenu Uzume will turn into a weapon, and that's where the Black Kogatana comes into play. This sword is actually better than the one I've got for Yusuke at the moment. This particular defensive item is better than the one I've got equipped to anyone as well. This one is not, but it does have a lot of evasion and it does have repel physical. So defense on it doesn't really matter too much, but I think defense still affects all actual attacks rather than just physical. So yeah, it doesn't. The low defense is still a risk. Very good evasion though. So yeah, you can get good items out of this. I think the best items you'll be picking up will likely be from the really top tier personas, but you can get some good ones now that can help you out.
change your mind? Done already? What?
But we're done for now. Yeah, I'll do my persona changing after we've finished with the palace. I think that's probably the better time.
It is time, inmate.
What is the matter?
And Fox is saying, you might want to hurry along.
Shall we be off?
So that's all done, and for the moment. Let's get out of here, shall we?
What do you want to do?
And return to the real world.
That settles it.
Fascinating.
It's probably some valuable piece of art that he did in his youth. But we are now done. There's nothing more that we need to deal with.
Yes. Yeah.
Ah, you're back.
Okay.
Are we tired? Well, always after doing a mission. Yeah, we probably should. He's not privy to these conversations on the phone, is he? And he is a member of the team now, so yeah, let's talk to him.
Yo,
Oh, and there's our items. I completely forgot I picked them up.
Oh.
We have just come back from the palace though, so we can't actually do anything really more than that. So we're just going to lounge around the cafe and do a few things.
Hey, hey.
So let us read tonight. And we're going to read The Gallant Rogue.
make sure your clothes up.
Wow. Hey, hey.
And as always, we got halfway.
Hey.
Strange how this has happened again. Reading in the evening straight into being on the train. It's like I planned it. But yeah, we're going to finish the Gallant Rogue today. This is probably one that influenced Yusuke, seeing as it's his persona himself. Odd that
Oh.
that someone with Goemon's reputation infected Yusuke. The Gentleman Thief. So, there's 5 points of guts. We're actually really close to what I want on that. I think we're just 1 point off.
All right, let's begin.
So let's begin homeroom. And we're going to Inokashira Park to pick up trash. Yeah, this is announcement of an event that's happening later in the month. On the 30th. A week away. So, yeah. If you had anything planned for the 30th, you're going to drop them now. Apparently it was the principal's idea because to just up the school rep after Kamishida incident. Yeah, they are scrambling a little bit, but considering their position, it's actually understandable. We have. Ryuji hasn't yet. Well, let's just say it. We already went.
It's open.
So,
What's up?
he's actually going.
Hey there.
He was one of the persons on the list to actually talk to Maruki, so this is mandatory for him. This may be the only session he goes to, but hey, at least he's done what he's needed to. Yeah, he's not exactly a teacher here. He covers for a few things and has given us questions and will give us a few questions in the future. But he's not exactly a teacher here.
Well,
Yeah, but this isn't just about the Kamishida incident. This is about Ryuji. That's what the counselling session is for Ryuji.
how about it? Sorry. I'm sorry.
So what do we do in the free time? Hang out with us, basically. Yeah, that sounds about right. But beforehand, it was the track team for him. Oh, you know about that.
Quite.
Yeah, he was looking for running to be his place in school, and unfortunately that was taken away from him.
Yeah. I know.
They do. If you wish hard enough, your dreams can come true. Also, if you work hard enough, your dreams can come true. They're sort of part and parcel of the same thing.
What the hell?
What does he want out of life right now? Something to drink. Well, keep the goals small, I suppose. Really now. That is convenient.
Yeah.
He does have a few things with him, doesn't he?
Hey,
So 12 days before the exhibit ends. Are we going to send out the calling card? The answer is yes, actually. I believe I picked up all the items for...
oh,
Yeah, I did. Okay. I wasn't certain if I had picked up all the SP items. But yes, we are going to be sending out the calling card today. So let's get right on that, shall we, since there's nothing really you can do on a Tuesday at this moment in time. I could maybe spend some time at a job or working on a social stat, but let's actually just finish up the palace.
You can now take him down, yes?
Madarame is going to be a changed man. There won't be any way to revert it, though. You sure you're okay with that?
I have thought it over carefully. And I cannot think of a future in which he does not pay his dues. He has preyed not only on the art world, but on countless talents. So, I humbly request your help.
Well, don't get too worked up. We've got our own bit in this.
I apologize for making you do this.
Not at all. We just didn't want to impose if you weren't feeling up to it, Yusuke. But if you're already determined to do it, then there's nothing more for us to say.
If I recall, our next step is sending a calling card, correct? What a suave maneuver.
It's not about acting cool. The calling card is a way to trigger a change in his cognition.
A change in cognition. That reminds me, you went through some trouble regarding that before.
Ah, you must be talking about when we forced open that security gate in the courtyard.
The palace is a cognitive world, so changing its ruler's cognition changes the topography, I think.
Very nicely put, Lady Ann. You're absolutely correct. This will be a vital tactic from here forward.
Actually, may I ask a truly basic question? You continue to mention cognition quite readily, but why does this world formed from materialized cognitions even exist to begin with? Don't tell me. Has it always existed while we go about our daily lives, completely oblivious?
Honestly, I'm not sure. At the very least, I know it existed before the Kamoshida incident, but that's all.
I see.
Crap, you totally caught me off guard with that. It's kind of weird thinking there might be whole worlds we just don't know a damn thing about. Did the thought ever cross your mind?
Not really.
Don't be so anxious. You don't even know everything about the city you live in, after all. All that's important is that we know how to make use of that world and how to traverse it.
So, calling card. Let's not waste time. Let's send it.
Then it's decided. Let's prepare the calling card at once.
Can we have the artist do our our logo this time, and sure, let me usually have a go at the wording, but have our artist here do the logo.
A calling card, huh? Will he take it seriously? He is famous after all. He has often received slanderous letters till now as well.
He'll know best whether the crime written on it is for real or not.
Wait, are you going to write it again, Ryuji? That last one was questionable at best. You should do it then, Yusuke. Oh, make it really artistic and stuff.
No, it'll end with him figuring it out. He knows my drawing and writing styles all too well.
Oh, then I'll think it up and you make it cooler.
Designing a calling card. Interesting. It shall become proof that the Phantom Thieves do exist.
It's decided then.
Great! All that's left is to make the treasure ours. You guys better come fully prepared.
Ah, you're back.
Tried changing the chat icon. Does look. Haven't seen it. Oh, so you did get Yusuke to draw the logo. Excellent. At least he can do a job as an artist. Night, everyone. Big day tomorrow. Ah, yeah, there it is. Don't see it in the chat, but you see it on the outside. So, what do we do today? We've got a little bit of free time. Do I have a question? I know there's one coming up soon. Oh no, that's just an interview. Okay. So what are we going to do tonight? Well, we've got a second half of a DVD to do. Bubbly Hills 90210.
I still have feelings for you.
I guess if you're okay with the fact that I have a girlfriend, maybe we can work something out here.
Man. Oh.
So another 3 points of charm. Excellent.
Okay. Well then. We meet again.
We do, Makoto.
It appears you're lying low lately. What's with the change?
We haven't been doing anything unusual.
Really? Is it just my imagination then? Anyhow, I wish the culprit would come forward soon. It's absurd to pretend I can do the police's job. I wish he considered my feelings before asking me this.
Pardon me, sir. There's a matter we need to notify you about.
Please excuse me for a moment. What is it?
We found this outside.
A letter?
It's,
Professor Chiryusai Madarame, a great sinner of vanity whose talent has been exhausted. You are an artist who uses his authority to shamelessly steal the ideas of his pupils. We have decided to make you confess all your crimes with your own mouth. We will take your distorted desires without fail. From the Phantom Thieves.
Whose doing is this?
We don't know. The same letter's been posted everywhere.
What about the security cameras?
There were no signs of the culprit. All we saw was a cat in the recordings.
Remove these at once!
Of course.
What now?
It's about this affecting the exhibit. We believe it's just a prank, but what of the mass media?
Are you insinuating that this slander is true?
Of course not.
It's those damn brats doing, isn't it? Well, it means nothing. They'll only be able to do as they please until this exhibit is over.
There's a lot of percentage.
Will that do?
Yup, it was perfect. The composition was way cooler too.
The treasure should appear right about now.
You better enjoy the air of freedom while you still can, old man. Anyways, did you guys check online? People are already talking about that calling card. We'll show them. We're gonna surprise them all.
I'm sure you know, but we only get one shot to pull this off.
Well, counting on everyone.
We'll be counting on you too.
You have no reservations about this either, right, Yusuke?
Of course not. We'll do this.
And do this, we are. Right now. Yeah, this is what happens when a palace goes on red alert.
Well then.
No changes to the team? Let's go. Upper main hall.
Let's go.
We could run around, we could open up treasures and actually have the potential, a very good potential at the moment, for treasure demons. I don't need that though. Speaking of the thing,
Hey, that's a rare one. Don't let it escape.
I was only going to do this, this and a couple of others, but sure.
They're all knocked down. That was incredible, Joker. This'll end.
Strangely enough, in my play ahead, that one was a treasure demon as well.
A stylish victory.
So yeah, I'll have the extra experience, and let's move on. I think there's only one more to open, so and I don't think we're going to get the a second treasure demon. So, oh no, this one's broken already. So yeah. Potential? No, just some plant bomb. That's fine. Anyways, we've got a plan to execute. We can't get distracted by treasure demons. Let's do it.
Joker.
Let's go.
Yes.
There's an enemy inside, just as expected.
I mean, we've got a ton in here. It ain't surprising. Anyway, I'm gonna try and draw it out, so I'll leave the switch to you guys.
Will you be okay? What if it catches up to you?
Don't underestimate an ex-runner. I'm definitely gonna shake it off. Hey! There's some weird people over here! Hey! I need some help!
What's the matter?
You better make it, Skull.
Is this good?
Yeah, it's perfect.
You seem to be enjoying this.
Only the best can appreciate these critical moments. Plus, this feels like we're really phantom thieves.
We'll be counting on you, Mona. And Panther as well.
There's Fox's signal. That means they're ready to go. Good luck, everyone. Let's do this.
Joker, now!
Sorry for the wait.
My bad. It took me ages to get that guy off my trail.
Wait, where's Mona?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go and do that, shall we? Plus, we had a cat on a hook. We might want to untie them.
Hey,
Lock the doors. Yeah, that means we're not going out the same way we came in. Yeah, we sort of need a way out. This isn't something we thought of before, is it? That's fine. We had a window over here. Let's make use of it.
Let's go.
whoa, this shit's real high up.
But at least we're outside. Is there a way down out here?
Quick answer? Yes. I don't believe there's anything actually out here in terms of items or anything like that. I think it's just us going down. And well, there's the door.
Is this another portal to an unknown destination?
We don't have time to lose. Just go through it. Now's our chance.
For real? But I guess there's no other way. Is this the courtyard?
I knew it. All that security would have been meaningless if it just led back inside.
It seems we managed to escape their siege.
Dude, why is Mona getting excited now of all times?
I just can't take it anymore. Let's take a look at this treasure.
Yeah, she does. Well, they do get a bit crazy around treasure, and it's literally on their back.
Treasure! Huh?
This is the treasure?
Maybe?
Get back!
Meddlesome vermin. Is this what you're looking for?
How dare you try to trap me like some kind of mouse?
So you had a fake prepped, huh?
Counterfeits are accepted in the world of Japanese art.
What made you change like this? Is it because you became famous? Can't you understand how much it pains me to inquire about the crimes of my foster father?
Now that I think back, the only reason why I took you in was due to my ties with your mother. That woman never lost her passion for painting even after her husband died. Her skills and talents were quite astonishing. That's why I decided to look after her. Your mother and the artwork she created, they're all my works of art.
So, you've never been an artist? It was all Yusuke's mother?
How low can you sink?
Actually, did you ever do any artist? Did you ever do any drawings, any paintings, any art? Is it all plagiarism?
I suppose I can grant you a gift before you die. A glimpse of the genuine Sayuri.
Genuine? That's the real Sayuri?
This is the real treasure. When I first did this, when I did the first recordings ever of this on the main game, I didn't think it would be Sayori. I thought it would be something different. I had it in my mind that Sayori would not be the treasure. It would be something related to Madarame. But this actually is the real treasure, because this is what started it all for this palace, what he could get away with. This is the start. The treasure is the blooming point of the distorted desires. This is the greatest piece he has taken from someone else. This is what started it all. This is the treasure. We want it.
This can't be. Mom.
Huh? Indeed it is. This was painted by your mother. It's a portrait of herself. A woman who knew her death was coming painted her last wishes for the son she would leave behind. That is the truth behind the mystery of Sayuri's expression.
You stole something that personal?
I knew at first glance. I knew it'd be a huge success if I added a touch to the painting and announced it under my name.
But the baby in the picture, why did you paint over it?
It was all to stage it. If the babe is erased, the reason for the woman's expression will become a mystery. That is what the general public is drawn to. Each of those parasitic critics wrote the same thing.
I always felt something was off about all this. Now I know what it is. If you really treasured that painting, you wouldn't even think about replicating it for profit. You don't love art at all!
Though you have a real treasure, your true skills are nothing more than those scribbles on that fake.
It makes me laugh, asshole!
So you'll defy me no matter what. Well then, since you're my work of art, Yusuke, I'm going to reap you for the sake of my future. Along with those insolent friends of yours there.
I can't believe you're treating both mother and son like they're objects. You're inhuman!
Fox?
I've heard that you destroy your art once they outlive their usefulness. Did that include my mother as well?
She just so happened to have a seizure in front of me. That's when a thought crossed my mind. If I don't call for help and leave her be, I could obtain her painting without any strings attached.
No. You let her die?
She was physically weak. No one would doubt if she just dropped dead because of a seizure. Above all, Yusuke, didn't you think it was odd that I discovered your talent when you were only 3? The reason why I kept you around was to keep you from realizing the truth behind Sayuri.
You killed her.
The artistic talents you inherited from your mother were a delightful miscalculation, though. If I'm to steal ideas, it's much easier robbing the future of brats who won't talk back than adults. It's thanks to you that I came up with the idea. You have my gratitude.
Yusuke?
I thank you, Madarame. Every reason for me to forgive you has disappeared without a trace at this very moment. You aren't some rotten artist. You're a despicable fiend who wears the skin of an artist.
All you good-for-nothings barging into my museum and doing whatever the hell you want. Those who have the connections make the rules. Those who don't, follow them. Not to mention, the value of art is all subjective. I make the rules of the art scene. I am the supreme being. I am the god of the art world.
This isn't good. Get back!
Let's begin, you vermin.
Yes.
You use others for your own despicable desires, Madarame. You aren't even worth the art you create.
Let us begin.
There's no telling what he'll try.
So, the painter's right eye, the painter's left eye, the painter's nose, and the painter's mouth. Each of these is a single piece. Each of them has a turn. Each of them have skills. Most importantly, each of them has strengths and weaknesses and can revive other pieces. If I remember correctly, the eyes are weak, are strong against nuclear attacks. The nose is strong against elemental attacks, and the mouth is strong against physical attacks. They're neutral otherwise. So, what do I need to do? Kill one piece at least. So how are we going to do that? Well, I'm going to focus on everything. And I do mean everything. This is why I've been grabbing a number of all attacks. Rampage. Light damage 1 to 3 times on all foes. 3 of these pieces cannot be hit by can be hit by physical. The mouth can't. The mouth is the one that does physical attacks, but it's also, I feel, the least threatening. The nose casts does wind attacks. The right eye, I believe, does debuffs on you, and the left eye buffs up. Buffs up themselves. The first thing the left eye will do is likely buff up the mouth with attack up, and the right eye will cast defense down on you. The nose will continuously do wind attacks, and the mouth will attack with physicals. They do have other skills. There is a special skill that comes out, which we will likely see. But let's get started on our damage, shall we? That is a very good start. Wasn't too far off. So the painter's right eye did a elemental attack, but definitely still the same thing with the painter's left eye doing a buffing up the mouth. I don't want that there. However, we need to focus on still killing out the item things. Getting them down in 2 hits is perfect, actually. It's the things they are strong against, they actually drain. So we haven't done any damage to the mouth. It's actually drained all that damage. But now that the mouth is the only thing, this has got a whole lot easier. Let's remove its attack. And yeah, it can restore other pieces.
They regenerated? Damn it. Those things can come back if we don't take them down at once?
Yeah. No thank you. So, let's work on this now. It isn't weak against anything, but it's not strong against any magical attacks either, so we are perfectly fine doing this. That's fine. I'm actually hoping it does something in a moment. I don't think this will kill it. Excellent, it didn't. Because I've got some prep to do. You might think this is really easy considering what we're doing here. And you're absolutely right. Terrakaja. I know I've got you on someone else. Really? Is it just on you? Okay, that's fine. Ryuji. You escape. You escape. There we are. The artist's grace paints the someone black completely. They are now weak to everything. Physicals, magic attacks, nuclear attacks, force attacks. They are weak to everything. Only lasts a turn, just like most statuses. But I don't want it there for long. Because they're weak against it, the enemy gets once more for everything. God. Terrakaja on arm? Yes. And we'll refresh you. Arn is going to get the get the kill here. Because now that all the pieces are down, Madarame is out.
one that worthless brats like you are allowed to defy?
Enough of your egotistic ranting. Taste the wrath of all those you preyed upon. Do it!
Not quite as much damage as expected.
Artist Madarame. If you brats can fathom that.
Didn't have Arn involved in that, but that's perfectly fine.
You'll witness it for yourselves. Behold my mastercraft.
True fake. Say hello to counterfeit Madarames.
He made copies of himself? I see. Creating duplicates is his specialty.
Yeah. Ichirusei Azrael Madarame. This is the true thing. This is who we need to beat. The Urset's Sorrow, the Urset's Mirth, the Urset's Joy, and the Urset's Fury. These are all targets. If you want to keep Madarame out, kill these. You might notice they are color-coded for their elements. Sorrow is ice-based, weak to fire. Mirth is wind-based, weak to electric. Joy is electric-based, weak to wind. And Fury is fire-based, weak to ice.
Let's go.
So let's get started, shall we?
Covered in paint. I don't like the look of this.
One thing to note about them, if you use an element that isn't theirs, I believe they absorb the one that they've got an affinity to, and they repel all others. So really, you need to work on their weakness only. And I can't bring Arn into this, unfortunately. That's fine. And his well-wanted Vicious Strike too. They do resist physical attacks, all the copies. However, the main one does not. 3 down. And we'll just headbutt the main one, because Arn should get a turn next.
Stop this! Is this how you show your gratitude to the man who raised you?
Silence! Don't waste your breath.
So Artist Grace is out of the way now. Let's finish this, shall we? Yusuke, can you Giant Slice again, please? Oh, Vicious Strike.
This is my other self.
And yeah, Giant Slice as well. If you kill them all, he just brings them back. To be honest, this is actually easier. There you are. So let's bring down the ice ones, or the fire ones. This is compared to the original fight, which was you fought the 4 paintings and the eyes and nose and mouth as normal. You brought out Madarame. After a few turns, he would go back into hiding, and you'd have to go through the paintings again. This is actually easier. because you can force Madarame to stay out. I believe there is a special thing like the Kamishida fight where if it takes you long enough, you can send someone off to go and get some paint all over Madarame, and he gets the full weaknesses to everything to make it easier for you to finish the fight. But I honestly don't need that. Not in this fight.
I am thou. Take this!
Your attack's reverted, that's perfectly fine. Yusuke needs some healing.
Much thanks. This is my other self.
So here comes the next set of true fakes. Hair. 3 wind ones and a fire. So yeah, I wasn't expecting the shock, but
You think we'll be daunted by such threats?
the shock wasn't really planned. But that's actually okay. So yeah, let's heal Joker. Your attack's reverted. Argy? Yeah. Your attack's reverted. That does make it a bit harder to get the get them all down at the same time.
This is my other self. I lend it.
As you can see.
Forgive you. Damn clueless brats. My fiery rage shall reduce you all to mere ashes. You've angered me. Crying won't help. Take this. Crying won't help. I won't forgive you. Disappear from my sight without a trace, like dust scattered in the wind. Take this.
I should really have
Forgive you. You've angered me. Take this.
healed. Oh well. This is actually new, so I haven't seen this. There goes a skull. Yeah, that's not really a surprise. We might have the everything coming back in a moment.
Hey, any advice here?
Revivadrin, I think. Yeah, let's bring Skull back.
Screwed that up. How undignified.
Time to turn the table.
I am thou.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, nice one, Fox.
And we are going to, I think, heal everyone.
With beauty and grace.
Actually, do I need to heal everyone? No, I think I'm okay with just healing yourself.
I won't forgive you. Damn brats. Crying won't help. You've angered me. Damn brats.
Guess you are good for something, Skull.
There we go. Okay. Do I risk this again? Or do I heal?
I'm not done.
Actually,
You're mine.
perfect. Now we do it. And now we heal. Tarakaja. Yusuke. Argy.
How undignified. This is my other self.
Giant Slice.
Something seems wrong. Could he have...
What? I, the great Madarame, made an error?
So this is the true limit of your skill. How infantile.
That's a new one.
To think you'd fail to produce even one of your counterfeits. Please, don't disappoint me any further.
How could I?
Sona.
So you just created a load of clones that are fully asleep. I'd actually say that's impressive. So they're not even that high on health. You know what? There is no point to me doing that. So let us focus more on physicals. Let's go Rampage. Hey Yusuke. You have a skill, Giant Slice, that powers up after a baton pass. Would you like to end this? Thank you. That third group, the ones that were asleep and on low health, really actually surprised me. I didn't think that was a thing. But I believe I killed everyone, killed that fight before that third group, or was it the fourth group? Before that particular group showed up before. So I'm actually happy that I didn't do quite as well in that, because I got to show additional things. 2,000 experience, 15,000 yen. Not too bad. And levels across the board. I'm glad I waited. Level 22 actually is good for me, because that's good for something that I need to pick up. Useful.
This power. A new move? Awesome! Check out this new skill!
So we usually get some Mazio. So all electric attack for all foes. Next one will be Memory Blow. Light physical damage to all foes and low chance to forget. I'd actually say Rampage is better. Forget is a fairly good status for sure, but Rampage has the chance to hit 3 times. Hit points to attack ratio. Rampage is more consistent.
What a skill.
There's Mabufu for Gomon.
No one cares for true art. All they want are easily recognizable brands. I'm a victim in this too. Wouldn't you agree?
Excuses now?
The art world revolves around money after all. You can't rise up without any money. Yusuke, you understand, don't you? Being a poor artist is truly miserable. I just didn't want to return to that life.
A fiend like you has no right to speak about the world of art. You're done for, along with this whole wretched world!
No, please! Just don't kill me!
Return to yourself in reality and confess your crimes. All of them.
You're not going to kill me?
Swear it!
All right. What about the other one, though? The one with the black mask?
It's just us 5. Who are you talking about?
A black mask? Wait, who's he talking about?
It can't be. There was another intruder besides us within this palace?
There's no time! Hurry!
Get on!
Hey, Yusuke. What should I do?
Put an end to all this and use your own artwork for once.
Yusuke!
No, wait, please. Yusuke! Yusuke!
Palace number 2.
The destination has been deleted.
Deleted.
It would be bad if people started getting suspicious of us. We should leave at once.
Yusuke, come on!
Right. Goodbye, Sensei.
I guess the mission was a success. All that's left is to see if he had a change of heart or not. Ah, so bitter! Why'd you get it black?
Sayuri.
You're not gonna get all teary-eyed and say stuff like, Mom, are ya?
To think that this painting was the source of Madarame's distorted desires. The only saving grace is that my mother won't know of what transpired.
The genuine painting at his atelier has been altered after all. Ironic as it may be, this one here is her true self-portrait now.
It's a wonderful painting. And although it took some time, it's in your hands now, Yusuke.
I'm thankful for it. However, it's impossible for this painting to be acknowledged by society anymore.
That's true. They recognise Sayuri as being this mystery painting now. But since this is the only version of it, they would likely see it as just someone painting over the original and giving it that, taking away its air of mystery. One thing that Madarame said, the art world eats things up if there's a mystery behind a painting. There's no falsehood there. They do. A mysterious painting and that asks questions of the viewer, the person that looks at it, looks at themselves through that painting. That's what artwork is about. So that particular thing that he was saying is the truth. Maybe one of his own, one of the few truths that he actually said in his life. But it's not a bad thing, because it's now in the hands of its rightful owner.
You may be right. Seeing my mother's expression here, it's doubtful that she would have wished for fame. So, this is my mother. There's no way that I would remember her face clearly, but I was right about the rush of emotion I felt when I saw this painting.
Stop that
How vulgar, Ryuji.
So, what are you gonna do now? We're gonna keep targeting big shots.
Why do you do such things?
It's to get back at scumbags and, like, society in general. We also want to give courage to the people that are suffering because of selfish adults.
Courage, huh? What good does that do? You mean the courage to stand up for themselves, correct? Will acquiring that make them happy?
To be honest, I'm not really sure.
Right. There's no knowing that. We just have to give it a try.
In other words, it all depends on the person, The same can be said about myself right now. I also suffered because of an adult's selfish act. Moreover, if we investigate these palaces, it may expand my artistic repertoire.
You really only think about art, huh? You're impressive.
Well, I won't take part in any inelegant plans, all right?
No worries. I've got us covered. Plus, we have a rule that says we always have to decide on a target unanimously.
How about it, Joker? We can give our calling cards a lot more oomph if we have Yusuke on our team.
Yeah, he'll be a great member.
I will try and live up to those expectations.
At any rate, I'm curious. Another intruder besides us, huh?
Our only clue's a black mask, so that doesn't necessarily mean it's just one person, right?
But there's no way to check anymore. The palace is gone.
I'll try probing Madarame. I may be able to learn something from him.
Are you sure? I mean,
I'll contact you all if anything turns up.
we should probably exchange our contact info with you then.
An artist and a phantom thief. Well, it seems I'll be engaging in two trades from here on. Very well. You only live once, after all. Still, the incident about this other intruder does concern me a little.
Definitely a bit worrying.
Not only have we dealt with our second big target, we even have a new addition to the team. Goodness, things are going so well.
Yeah, but we can't get too cocky. It's just still early.
That's true. Still, let's honestly be happy about it right now. But I have to say, you sure are something special. This is our 5th persona user. It'll help broaden our battle strategies as well. Besides, having an eye for beauty is a must for Phantom Thieves. We're lucky to have Yusuke. An artist is a talent you rarely come across. I mean, he is a bit strange, but still. An artist, huh? What kind of person do you think I was? There's no way I'd turn out to be some bad guy in the end, right? I get so engrossed with the embodiment of human desires. And that's not all. When it comes to the metaverse, I'm the only one who can transform into a car. I'm special, but it's still odd. Who could I actually be?
Well, maybe you are a monster.
I'm not some monster cat. What a half-assed answer. Well, there's no way a dashing, honorable rogue like me could be evil. A man who saves those in trouble in the West, while punishing evildoers who may lurk in the East. A man who chastises people that smoke inside in the South, while saving bullied cats in the North. A man who has a sturdy body, and vows to always do one good deed a day, be it rain or shine. I'm that kind of ideal person. Or so I hope. So if I turn back to being human, surely she'll take notice of me, won't she?
You like someone?
Me? Don't be ridiculous. People chase after me when it comes to love. Where should I go when I become human? I wonder where she'd like to go. An amusement park, a movie theater, a fancy cafe, shopping. What do you think?
I think our bond is going a bit deeper and you're going a little bit off the deep end. Rank 3, follow up. Now Morgana can jump in when we don't down an enemy.
All right.
So now all that we can do is really wait. Because the change in Madarame's heart might have happened, but the exhibit doesn't end for a while still. So we've got a long time of waiting. All we have to go on for the other intruder is a black mask. It's not enough really to make a difference, so really we should just wait until we hear more. There's plenty of other places we're going to go in the future. Heck, we're going to go to Mementos soon. But that is for the future. Days until legal action, 11. We've got a long time. We've got things to do though, so we're going to go and do them. Until then, have a wonderful day, have lots of fun. Goodbye.